9 ways to deal with someone picking on you. We all know bullying is a big problem. It can make kids feel hurt, scared, sick, lonely, embarrassed, and sad. Bullies might hit, kick, or push to hurt someone, or use words to call them names, tease them, or scare them. A bully might say mean things about someone, grab a kid's stuff, make fun of someone, or leave a kid out of the group on purpose. Some bullies threaten people to try and make them do things that they don't want to do. Bullying is a big deal. Bullying is a big problem that affects a lot of kids. 3/4 of all kids say they have been bullied or teased. Being bullied can make kids feel really bad, and the stress of dealing with it can make them feel sick. Bullying can make kids not want to play outside or go to school. It's really hard to keep your mind in schoolwork when you're worried about how you're going to deal with that bully near your locker. Bullying bothers everyone, not just kids who are getting picked on. Bullying can make a school a place of fear and can lead to violence and more stress for everyone. Why do bullies act that way? Well, some bullies are looking for the attention. You might think that bullying is a way to be popular or to get themselves what they want. Most bullies are just trying to make themselves feel more important. When they pick on someone else, it makes them feel big and powerful. Some bullies come from families where everyone is angry and shouting all the time. They might think that being angry and calling names and pushing people around is the normal way to do things. Some bullies are copying what they've seen someone else do, and some have been bullied themselves. Sometimes bullies know what they're doing or saying hurts other people, but other bullies may not really know how hurtful their actions can be. Most bullies don't understand or care about the feelings of others. Bullies often pick on someone they think they can have power over. They might pick on kids who get upset easily or who have trouble sticking up for themselves. Getting a big reaction out of someone can make bullies feel like they have the power that they want. Some bullies pick on someone who is smarter than they are or different from them in some way. Sometimes bullies just pick on a kid for no reason at all. Gemma told her mom that this one kid was picking on her for having red hair and freckles. She wanted to be like those other kids, but she couldn't change those things about herself. Finally, Gemma made friends at the local swimming pool with a girl who wished she had red hair like Gemma's. The two girls became great friends, and Gemma learned to ignore the mean girls' taunts at school. Bullying. How to handle it. So now that you know that bullying is a big problem that affects a lot of kids, what do you do if someone is bullying you? Our advice falls into 2 categories: preventing a run-in with the bully, and what to do if you end up face-to-face with the bully. Preventing a run-in with the bully. Don't give the bully a chance. As much as you can, avoid the bully. You can't go into hiding or skipping classes, of course, but if you can take a different route and avoid the mean kid, do so. Stand tall and be brave. When you're scared of another person, you're probably not feeling your bravest, but sometimes just acting brave is enough to stop a bully. How does a brave person look and act? Stand tall and you'll send a message, "Don't mess with me." It's easier to feel brave when you feel good about yourself. See the next tip. Feel good about you. Nobody's perfect. But what can you do to look and feel your best? Maybe you'd like to be more fit. If so, maybe you'll decide to get more exercise, watch less TV, eat healthier snacks. Or maybe you feel you look best when you shower in the morning before school. If so, you decide to get up a little earlier so you'd be cleaned and refreshed for the school day. Get a buddy and be a buddy. 2 is better than 1. If you're trying to avoid being bullied, make a plan to walk with a friend or 2 on the way to school, recess, lunch, or wherever you think you might end up meeting the bully. Offer to do the same if your friend is having the same kind of problem. Get involved if you see bullying going around in your school. Tell an adult, stick up for the kid being bullied, and tell the bully to stop. If the bully says or does something to you, ignore the bully. If you can't, try your best to ignore the bully's threats, pretend you don't hear them, and walk away quickly to a place of safety. Bullies want a big reaction to their teasing and meanness. Acting as if you don't notice and don't care is like giving no reaction at all, and this just might stop a bully's behavior. Stand up for yourself. Pretend to feel brave and confident. Tell the bully, "No, stop it," in a loud voice. Then walk away or run if you have to. Kids can also stand up for each other by telling the bully to stop teasing or scaring someone else, and then walk away together. If a bully wants to do something that you don't want to do, say no and walk away. If you do what a bully says to do, the mean kid is more than likely to keep on bullying you. Bullies tend to pick on kids who don't stick up for themselves. Don't bully back. Don't hit, kick, or push back to deal with someone bullying you or your friends. Fighting back just satisfies a bully, and it's dangerous too, because someone could get hurt. You're likely to get in trouble. It's best to stay with others, stay safe, and get help from an adult. Don't show your feelings. Plan ahead. How can you stop yourself from getting angry or showing that you're upset? Try distracting yourself, counting backwards from 100, spelling the word turtle backwards, etc. to keep your mind occupied until you're out of the situation and somewhere safe to where you can show your feelings. Tell an adult. If you're being bullied, it's very important to tell an adult. Find someone you trust and talk about what is happening to you. Teachers, principals, parents, and lunchroom helpers at school can all help you to stop the bullying. Sometimes bullies will stop as soon as the teacher finds out because they're afraid that they will be punished by their parents. This is not tattling on someone who has done something small. Bullying is wrong, and it helps if everyone who gets bullied or sees someone else being bullied speaks up. What happens to bullies? In the end, most bullies wind up in trouble, and if they keep on acting mean and hurtful, sooner or later they may only have a few friends left. Usually other kids who are just like them. The power that they wanted slips away fast, and other kids move on and leave bullies behind. Lewis lived in fear of Brian. Every day he would give his lunch money to Brian, but Brian would still beat him up. He said if Lewis ever told anyone, he would beat him up in front of all the other kids in his class. Lewis was embarrassed. He felt so bad about himself and about school. Finally, Brian got caught threatening Lewis, and they were both sent to the school counselor. Brian got into a lot of trouble at home, and over time, Brian learned how to make friends and ask his parents for lunch money. Lewis never wanted to be friends with Brian, but he did learn to act strong and more confident around him. Some kids who bully blame others, but every kid has a choice about how to act. Some kids who bully realize they don't get the respect that they wanted by threatening others. They may have thought that bullying would make them popular, but they soon find out that the other kids just think of them as troublemaking losers. The good news is that kids who are bullies can learn to change their behavior. Teachers, counselors, and parents can help. So can watching kids who treat others fairly with respect. Bullies can change if they learn to use their power in positive ways. In the end, whether bullies decide to change their ways is truly up to them. But some bullies turn into great kids, while others never learn. But there's no need to put up with a bully's behavior. If you or someone you know is being bothered by a bully, talk to someone you trust. Everyone has a right to feel safe, and being bullied makes people feel unsafe. Tell someone about it and keep telling until something is done.